I'm comfortable with who I am. Because there's a character on my podcast, Chrissy Chaos podcast, TITI Jerry, who's transgendered. It's Jasmine, my girlfriend's godfather. She's transgender. She's a transgender person. Did 20 years in prison.
Love TITI Jerry.
Love TITI Jerry. So if you guys know,
she was in for 20 years.
20 years.
Wow.
Right. Blew the son of Sam and everything. Now TITI Jerry. See, here you go. Now when see she's wearing that dress and all that. Like TITI, she doesn't look too different from the mother of my children. Now if the lights are off, we've had a few cups of, you know what I mean?
Your girl's with so much hotter.
How dare you?
We've
had a couple of martinis.
Dude, how dare you?
Yeah.
Well,
how dare you?
They're I will say they're both beautiful. And just the thing is like, oh, I didn't realize Jesse Reyes commented. Whoa. Whoa, hello.
Who's that?
Yeah. Well, she's a big one.
Jeez.
Yes, sir.
Jesus.
So, hey, if she has a cock, I'm in. So yep, we can get off this because Jasmine's probably watching.
All right, here we go.
Yep, wow,
Wait, so she's...
Your girl gets jealous. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
For real? Latin. Oh,
yeah,
my God.
You can't do anything.
You don't fuck around. That's when you have a Latin lady.
Saddle. She can't do anything.
She'll set my cars on
But
fire.
with TITI, by the way, TITI, hilarious. TITI was talking about life and death the other night with me. My kids went to sleep. It was me, Jazz, and TITI. And she was just saying, like, the thing is with a person like TITI Jerry, what's so beautiful about her as a human being is she was incarcerated for 24 years, I think. She went to jail, it was a grand larceny, theft, this, that. But then what happened was in prison, she kept getting more.
Why she have the 5 o'clock shadow there?
Sometimes she straddles both worlds sometimes, Like the other day, she went to go pick up my stepson. She was wearing one of my sweatshirts and Jasmine's high heel shoes. Right. And they wouldn't give her my stepson, rightfully so. So we had to call the school and be like, she's fine.
That's your sister's uncle.
This is my girl.
Your girlfriend's uncle.
That's her godfather.
Yeah, godfather.
That's her godfather. Yeah. So right there, and now godmother. But she's a beautiful person, and she said I spent so much time, incarcerated for different crimes because she kept getting added more prison time when she would do things in prison to get, like, for example, a guy kept coming to her cell and putting his flaccid penis over into her cell, and she was like, I don't like this. Like, stop doing this. Yeah. And then one day he put his penis over the cell and she cut it off, or cut a tip of it off with a tuna can.
Ooh.
So
Jesus.
yeah.
Okay.
Tuna
can's gonna hurt.
Tuna
can.
So you get solitary.
Tuna can's gonna hurt, Bubba.
You get solitary for that.
Yeah.
Then we had another instance where a security guard, he said was really like assaulting her and being really not nice to her and all this stuff. So what she did was she took a couple of days worth of shit and piss. She put it in a Folgers can and she shook it up and she threw it in his face.
Yeah.
Another 2 in solitary for that.
That's a tough one.
Yeah. So then
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So you keep getting.
I think I'd rather have my dick cut than have
prison fights and all that. Shit and piss. 2 days old. She just kept letting fester. The Folgers can. So
did she have a man in prison?
So here's the interesting part. One of her on and off again boyfriends, I put this on the podcast, with the son of Sam. They were in the same prison together.
She was in the same
David
prison.
Berkowitz. David Berkowitz.
She hung out with him?
It was her on and off prison boyfriend. And then we had a guy.
Shut up.
No, well, because at first it's hard for us to, verify things. But then she told us the prison she was in. He was in that prison. And then we had somebody, because certain inmates get privileges of social media. So there was a guy, a murderer in there, I Cheech or something like that. I forgot.
Sure,
they messaged the homeless pimp. He listened to the podcast and he messaged the homeless pimp's Instagram saying, I can verify that. They were on and off again. And Son of Sam was upset when he got transferred to prison.
Son of Sam?
Then also Amityville Horror House murder, Ronald DeFeo. She said that they would shared a wall, and what she would do is put on like little skimpy outfits, like cut her pants up and make like little thongs, and she would let him hold a mirror out, and she would shake her ass a little bit, and he would jerk off to that. That would, it's like and she said,
likes bad boys.
Well, she told me. Yeah. I said, who was crazier, Son of Sam or DeFeo? She goes, DeFeo by a landslide. I said, really? She said to me, this was 2 years ago.
Didn't do all the murders, but yeah.
No, but she said that before the Netflix documentary came out. She goes, he didn't do all those murders. No. And we were like, whoa. But then she said DeFeo was a true nut. He's Amityville Horror House. They made a movie about it. He killed his entire family and said the house told him to do it. Oh. Every day, she said, he passed away recently, but every day you would talk to him. She would bring him his coffee. She would go get his meals from. She was like his little prison girlfriend, prison wife. She said, every day I'd talk to him. And, it'd be the same thing. Hey, Ronald, how you doing? He'd be like, hey, how you doing, Jerry? I just wish I killed my grandma. Like that. He every day he would say, I just wish I killed my grandma. Yeah. Like complete
obsessed
nut. Nut. Yeah, dude. No, she played basketball with Tupac. Right, 2 months before he died, he was in Rikers Island.
Yep.
Then he got killed. She was playing basketball with him. She was in Rikers Island. She said he was mad cool. Everybody loved Tupac.
Of course.
She was like, I don't think that everybody loved him. Even everybody was happy.
So she was in Rikers for a while too.
She was in Rikers for a little bit. Yeah, she was in Rikers when Lil Wayne was in there.
Dude,
all these
I can't
things.
believe she sucked off Son of Sam.
Sucked us many times. Yeah, and she said everybody in prison loves Trump. She was like, the inmates were going for Trump. Big time. She said all of them, black, white, Asian, didn't matter, gay, straight.
Really?
She said because they said Trump, what they felt was they said Trump.
He was real.
They said he was real. Now, whether that's true or not, that's what they believed at that time. They were like, he's fucking real. They were like, everybody else is fake bullshit. Jerry was like, as an inmate, we feel like we're from the streets and whatever, and we felt like Trump was saying how it was, and that's why people were getting mad.
Well, too bad they can't vote. So.
Too bad they cannot vote, which I think is bullshit. They should be able to vote when you got out of prison. But she's fascinating because she told me when she was talking to us, she was like, I'd be so happy because the way my life started was beautiful, and if I die tomorrow, the way my life ending is beautiful. She was like, because of you guys and the podcast and all you've done, and we were like getting like emotional. I was like, oh my God, that's so beautiful. And she was like, don't cry for me, Chris. She goes, I'm gonna still be sucking dick in heaven. And I was like,